when we talk about the song, how you do that there in particular, it's one of those songs that for better or for worse, it kind of outlives this album. It kind of outshines everything because of the longevity it's had in the game. So you went on, and I think you were signed to Tech Nine's label, and you remixed this, but that was the same year that Problem remade your song too. And so I don't think you were on the Problem remix though. So how come that happened? Was there some like label issue?
You know, that's a whole nother story, but I try to brief you as well as I can. When I first went to Strange, of course, that was the idea of the company, and maybe even Tech Nine and later Brother Lynch. And they true red and blue brothers of mine, both sides of the rag, you know what I mean? So Dave Weiner, being a friend of mine that was the vice president at Strange at the time, over 14, 15 years, we sorted each other out and found each other. And in the midst of me and Shebo dealing with West Coast Mafia, and it's all love and no separatism, I was between putting out the next record. And Dave came along with a supposedly better dealing situation at Strange. So I ended up over there, and they said the best way to do it, make everybody in that John to recognize me, was to redo how you do that with those guys. Really, I was like, man, I don't want to go through the same shit I went through for over 20 years, to where it's one of the greatest records in hip hop history at a very least. And you don't see me, P and Low, perform that because of our different connection with each other. That part of hip hop I don't love. When they're supposed to unite the brothers and separate us, monetary gains, personal interest, and so on and so forth. So that part, I regret that. All I could do is my part. I can't speak for those guys, but I can say what I tried to do over the years. But I didn't want to take that same travel, you know what I mean, to have another hit record. And rather we got along or didn't get along or what have we. And that it came out kind of the same way. But in the midst of that and touring with him, Ricky Smiley did that stand-up comedy where he played this shit about 10 times. I'm still looking for Ricky Smiley to thank him to this day. He don't know he's telling the story of my life without knowing me in that sense of the word. But saying that to say this, when that happened, they wasn't so in tune to Ricky Smiley what have we. I mentioned that to Strange and was like, hey, this is the time to run with the record. By the time it reached y'all guys, I want to say E40 DJ or something like that, played it at a party in California, called back like this shit is going crazy. But they didn't push the record. We never did a video or nothing like that. A few months after that, I'm real cool with J-Rock. Shouts out to Top Dog Entertainment, boys in West, Kendrick Lamar, King, Magnum P.I., rest in peace to MJ. You know, that's how cool we is. And saying to say this, J-Rock and I know at least King, Mag, went to school with Problem, elementary on up. One day I got a phone call at the crib, whoop, 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 hey man, Lake Captain Compton, you know, want to redid your record on a mixtape block. He was real cool and talked real good and mentioned my name. It's a lot of people that done bit that record. It's a lot of your favorite MCs from New York down, Jay-Z down. You see what I'm saying? That they tapped in, they never tapped in to me like a man. You see what I'm saying? And not even mention me or whatever, that, you know, and the young guys aren't expected to know their evolution. But when you old enough, you know your homework, man. Respect the game like you want people to respect your game. Right. So that part of it. But he put it out, and what I told him, I said, bro, I appreciate you even saying my name in that to make me relevant to the youngsters nowadays. I appreciate that. I ain't tripping on nothing. If it's some monetary game and I just make sure I get my just due, other than that, I ain't tripping. This shit 20 years old, run with it. And he did, and it took off from him. When he blew to a proportion, he started acting a certain way and not answering the phone and wasn't as humble as he was when he first called me. You see what I'm saying? And then I realized P had a hand in it, everybody was working, so we all tried to work it out behind the scene. It went good, then it went bad. To this day, I'm waiting to talk to Problem just to sort the differences. He called me back to straighten out some things, then it went a certain, you know, it wasn't no argument or nothing, I just never heard back from him. And from there, I get to talk between here in California about we need to talk. And we hadn't talked in that time. You see what I'm saying? So it's all love at the end of the day. But that influence.
I see why you say it's politics.
If you don't know a person, you know, you remember this in elementary school. We used to play duck, duck, goose, sit in a circle. and you tap a person or whisper something in one person's ear, by the time they get back around, they ain't what the fuck you said. You see what I'm saying? So I like to deal with people, man, heart to heart, man to man.
Exactly.
Oh my monster shit. Come sit down with me. I deal with these phones, but if I fuck with you, come to the house, man. That way me and you got this understanding, ain't no in between, you know?
Got you.